Hi friends, welcome to episode 5 of Singing Basics with VoxGuru. Today we're going to deal with a very important and very basic concept called ear training. Ear training is such an important thing for each and every singer, but it is often ignored in the musical journey. I see a lot of students who have learnt music for 5 years and 10 years. They know so many songs and compositions, but their ear is not trained to identify the notes that they are singing. Let's take an example of a simple song. Hum tere bin ab reh nahi sakte. Can you identify the notes of this? Pa sa ni ni da da pa ma ga ma da pa pa. How did I identify this? Nobody told me the notes. Nobody gave me a written notation of this song. Then how did I decode the notes of the song? Don't worry, it is not rocket science. You can definitely do it. But you need to put in the effort to build your foundation first. You cannot start decoding songs from day one, right? You have to do certain exercises before that. You have to keep sharpening your ears so that you get more and more sensitive to the notes. And after that, any song that you hear, you will yourself be able to decode it. So today I'm going to share some very important basics of ear training, and I will also give you some very simple steps that you can follow to systematically train your ears to start identifying notes, identifying tunes, and so on. Step 1 is to choose one raga. If you are a beginner in ear training, it is very important that you work with only one raga for a long time until you are very comfortable with those notes. You should be able to identify those notes in any given pattern. Only then you should move to a different raga. Okay, so that is rule number 1. Don't randomly start working with different songs or different ragas right at the start. So let's say we are choosing the raga Maya Malav Gaule. This is the first raga we learn in Carnatic music. So now in this raga, we have to practice many swara exercises. Because if you want to identify the notes of a raga, first you should know how to sing them, right? So you should be able to sing certain prescribed alankaras. You can start with very simple alankaras like Sari Sari Gama Riga Riga Ma Pa Gama Gama Pada. Or you can try a more challenging exercise like Saga Sari Sama Gama Riga Rima Riga Ripa Ma Pa Gama Ga Pa Gama Ga Da Pa Da Ma Pa, and so on. So the more challenging exercises you try, the more work you're giving your ears to recognize the note and place it correctly. And that is how systematically the ear gets sharp. Then comes step 3. Once you've practiced a series of exercises ranging from simple to complex and you've got a complete grip over the swarasthanas, then your teacher can challenge you with some random patterns. Let's take an example. Now if you see a pattern like this, how do you sing it in the correct tune? So each note has to be in the correct position. Let's take raga Maya Malava Gaule. So how would it go? Sa ma ga ri pa ma ga da pa. Let's take a few more examples. Pa da ma da pa ga pa ma ga ri. Ni da ni pa ni da ma da pa. Ri da pa ma ga ni da sa ni da. Were you able to do that? If you are struggling with this stage, then that means you need to practice your exercises better. Go back to step 2 and practice your swara exercises more. Sing them in multiple speeds. Focus on the accuracy of the swarasthanas. Just singing the exercises blindly is not going to help. While singing, our mind and ear have to be very active. We have to focus a lot on each and every swara position. And our teacher has to keep correcting us whenever we are even slightly away from the correct pitch. So if you are doing that systematically, you will easily be able to do this step 3. And once you are able to translate any random pattern into the correct tune, then you are ready for step 4, where we do the opposite. So here, I will give you a tune and you have to identify the swaras. For example, Pa ni da pa ma ga pa ma ga ri ni da pa sa ni da ni da pa da ga ni da pa ma pa ga ma. So these are the basic steps that you have to follow for any new raga that you learn. Okay, so first we are focusing on one raga, but once we are able to do all these 4 steps, then we need to explore more and more ragas. The more ragas you try, the more sharp your ear becomes to all the 12 notes. Because ultimately when we are going to listen to a song and we have to decode it, we don't know what raga it may be in. Sometimes it may not even be based on a particular raga. It may have any of the 12 notes anywhere. So you should be able to still identify it, right? So for that you should be so familiar with different ragas. So in any raga, any pattern, you should be able to decode. Then you are ready to start decoding any song that you hear. Hope you enjoyed this video and got a good glimpse into the world of ear training. You know, the teacher plays a very important role, especially with ear training, because somebody has to keep telling you whether you are recognizing the notes correctly or not, right? So initially, it is very difficult to do it on your own. So you need that feedback from the teacher on whether you're on the right track. So if you want to get that kind of perfect guidance and in a very systematic manner, then please join VoxGuru's live Carnatic curriculum. We have a beautiful program which heavily focuses on ear training. So every grade of our Carnatic program has a lot of elements of ear training. So it's really fun and really interactive. And ear training is not something that you can learn separately, right? It has to be part of your musical journey. So whichever form of music you're learning, whether it's Carnatic or Hindustani or Western, ear training has to be integrated within that. Only then it will be meaningful, right? So please come join us and be part of this beautiful journey. All you have to do is drop us a WhatsApp message. I've shared the link in the description. So say hi to us and we'll get back to you with all the details of our programs. We'll also interact with you and understand what you are looking for from this journey, and we will suggest the best program for you. So I'll be eagerly waiting to hear from you. And don't forget to download the VoxGuru app. We have plenty of courses there as well for you to explore. So these are self-learning courses that you can take at your own pace and time. So please explore the app and let me know your feedback. I will be waiting to get that WhatsApp message from you. Take care and see you soon.